When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
This episode is brought to you by Marshalls, where you never have to compromise between quality and price. The buyers at Marshalls hustle hard, working to bring you great deals on brand name and designer pieces. Because Marshalls believes everyone deserves access to the good stuff. Visit a Marshalls store near you or shop online at marshalls.com.
Every story you love, every invention that moves you, every idea you wished was yours, all began as nothing. Just a blank page with a blinking cursor, asking a simple question. What do you see? Great ideas start on Mac. Find out more on apple.com/Mac.
Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving takes the work out of being behind the wheel, allowing you to relax and reconnect, while also staying in control. Enjoy the drive in Blue Cruise-enabled vehicles like the F-150, Explorer, and Mustang Mach-E. Available feature on equipped vehicles. Terms apply. Does not replace safe driving. See Ford.com/Blue Cruise for more details.
When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Erin.
And you're listening to Ropedrop and Parkhop.
I had to have a little sip of Coke Zero.
You do a little bump.
I needed a little hit. I'm tired today.
Yes. How did the play go last night?
It went well. So Asher is in a play, and last night was like
preview night is what they called it.
Yes. So we went. There wasn't a huge crowd. I mean, there was a few people. There was probably 100 people there, and at intermission, Kenley came and found me. She's like, "Mom, you need to start laughing more."
Oh.
And I was like, "I'm laughing." And she's like, "They're so upset in the back because it's a dead audience."
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
"Okay."
hard.
So when they got home, you're going to see it tonight?
I'm going to try to, for sure.
I'm going to see it again tomorrow if
Okay.
you come tomorrow. But there's one particular character, Morg, Mord. Anyway, it's Kenley's friend Quentin.
Okay.
And the whole time they've been in rehearsals, every night they come home and they're like, "Mom, he's hilarious. He's so funny." And he is really funny. He's really good at his character. But apparently they told him to dial it back a little bit last night. And I said, no, tell him to dial it back up. And I was like, because seriously, like, he was funny, but I was like watching and I was like, oh, he's funny, but he's not like roll on the ground.
I wonder
funny.
why.
I don't know.
You don't usually dial it back in drama.
Because he was making everybody break. And so that was their concern, is that he was just going over the top.
Yeah.
But his character is kind of that kind of character.
Yeah.
You'll see.
They need to be professional. Keep it together.
That's right. That's not his problem.
Right.
If he's killing it, that's not his problem. But anyway, I guess they kind of were just like, hey, dial it back just a tiny bit. And so he did a little bit too much, maybe. Yeah. And he was still really funny, but I was like, he could have been funnier. I'm excited to see it again once they kind of hit their groove.
Sure. So I was supposed to go last night.
Right.
Last night was my night to go. Well, little doggy Rainey had her surgery yesterday, and I dropped her off at 7:30 in the morning. And they said, we'll call you early afternoon probably to come and grab her. Well, at 2:30, I get a call, and the vet tech says, so we had some complications, and she, paused for a second, and I was like, no. go? She goes, with the patient before Rainey.
Okay. Come on.
And they hadn't started on her yet. So she'd been sitting at the vet for how long is that? 7 hours already?
Time.
I know. Bless her little heart. Anyway, they didn't get started on her, I think, until almost 4-ish. And so I had to go pick her up right in the middle of when the play was. And anyway, it was just a huge pivot last night, which is fine. But I'm going to try and go tonight. We'll see. Hopefully it works out.
And if you don't, come tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I have plans tomorrow, too.
Cancel them.
I know. That's why last night was so perfect, because I don't have any plans. I didn't have any plans, but then I did.
That's what happens when you have children.
Right. Okay, well, let's read a review so I can get home to my poor doggie.
Okay.
Poor little Rainey. She was so out of it when I brought her home. And you know how she's very high energy.
She is a little high energy,
She was not high energy last night. They had
Poor
her on
baby.
trazodone, I think is what it's called, which is a sedative. Just to keep her from being hyper.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was feeling it. She was a little woozy.
Did they give you a little bit to take home?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm supposed to give it to her for the next few days.
Keep a little for when I
right.
Yeah.
Just maybe cut them up into smaller pieces.
Yeah. Just like a little quarter.
Sounds good.
Here and there.
All right. So this is from 2 years ago from Cass36942. 5 stars. 6 months before our first family trip to DELR, Disneyland Resort, I started listening to different Disneyland podcasts. Ropedrop and Parkhop quickly became my favorite. I went back to the beginning and listened to most of their past episodes, and now that our trip is over, I still want to listen. Katie and Aaron are fun to listen to, are upbeat and positive, and offer great advice for planning a Disneyland resort trip. We had a wonderful trip 2 weeks ago, and I still find myself listening to their new episodes because it's like I'm listening to friends I've never met. Yay!
Cute. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was a great review. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
A little bit of news.
Yeah, we have some news. It's kind of fun news. I have some sad news, though. Can we start with the sad news and then get to the happy news?
I don't know.
The pumpkin cookies at Harbor Galley are
gone.
Sold out for the season.
Oh.
Forever.
How does that happen?
I don't know. They didn't make enough batter.
It's not
frozen
even
batter.
Halloween.
I know.
Halloween is not for another week and a day.
Gone forever.
Do they have a sign up that says that?
I don't know, but I've seen it reported in multiple places that they're gone for the season.
Pumpkin cookies.
I know, they were so good. So good.
That's stupid.
I was kind of hoping they'd still have them around at Christmas time.
Hold on. I'm going to verify.
Okay.
Where did you see this?
Multiple different sites posted them. I took a screenshot. Hang
Do
on, I'll
they
show
even know
you.
what they're talking about? Let's see.
feel like-
We're going to order food. I'm going to pretend.
It was somebody like Disney Food Blog, too.
Oh, like a big deal.
Yeah, somebody pretty reputable.
No. That's lame.
I know. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they're not available to order, that's for sure. That's sad. That's weird.
The post that I screenshotted says, our beloved pumpkin cookies are completely sold out for the season and will no longer be served. Please respect my privacy during this extremely difficult time.
Did you write that?
No, but I could have.
You could have. That's weird. That's so weird. How do you run out of cookies?
I don't know.
Disney, go buy flour.
Right?
Like, it's not that hard.
And
make some cookies.
pumpkin puree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could whip those out at home. Or give us the recipe for
There
it
you
so
go.
we can whip them out
Yeah,
at
if
home,
you're going
right?
to do stuff like this, at least give us the recipe. That's nonsense.
Okay, well, let's move on to happier news because it really ruined my week.
I know.
Really,
That's
even
stupid.
though, like, we don't have plans to go again during Halloween time.
No, but
Maybe-
maybe Christmas time.
Maybe Christmas time.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. We'll talk more about that later. Okay. Soren is getting a little refresh next summer for a temporary time. I don't think they're keeping it permanently.
Oh,
That's what
just for the 250th celebration of the United States of America.
Yes. So I think that's the sesquicentennial. Is that right? Is that how you say it? The septuacentennial cupcake in a cup. What movie is that from? We just talked about it last week.
It's not Hello Dolly.
Huh. Yeah.
It is?
Well, not from Hello
Wall-E.
Dolly. It's from
Okay.
Wall-E. Yes.
We talked
the
about Wall-E.
septuacentennial cupcake in a cup.
Which we also, little plug here, we had our Patreon meeting this week and we did a Disney trivia night and it was so much fun.
So fun. You know what I was thinking is it would be fun just to do an episode where we talk about, we could even use those questions and ask them.
They were really great questions.
They were great questions. You did a great job.
Jordan from Disneyland Forever helped me a little bit. He gave me some. And then I did some online research for some of the others. But it was a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
It
And then
was
we
super
had
fun.
some that were specific to our podcast. So
Which were fun,
if
too.
you're a podcast listener, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should write some trivia questions for each other and ask them live on air.
I'm
and see.
terrible at trivia. Terrible at trivia. So no, I don't think
Okay,
that's a good plan.
fine,
But
fine.
we could find some trivia and ask it or talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, soaring across America.
Yes.
What are they going to show? Let's talk about that. What sites are we going to see?
I mean, I've seen the crooked Space Needle, the crooked Statue of Liberty.
All the crooked things.
Yes.
The crooked arch in St. Louis. I thought about that. That'd be great.
Yes.
What are we going to see though for real?
I don't know.
Niagara Falls?
Maybe.
I imagine. I mean, there's the Grand Canyon, probably.
Sure. I mean, we already have Arches?
Monument
What's
Valley?
It? Monument Valley. I don't remember which park that is. That's terrible.
I don't remember
it's right
either.
in our backyard.
Isn't it in New Mexico, maybe?
No, it's Utah.
Monument Valley?
Think so.
You talk, I'll Google.
Okay. So probably not that. I'm guessing they won't recycle that one.
It's in Arizona. We were both wrong.
Somewhere in the Four Corners.
It is
Close.
in the Navajo Nation parks. Oh, let's see.
But is that what's in Soren?
Oh, it's
around
on the
the world?
border of Arizona and Utah within the Navajo Nation.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought it
we
was
were
Utah.
much closer.
But anyway, maybe some tall mountains, maybe some Alaska.
Maybe the Grand Tetons.
Sure.
That's a good tall mountain. Maybe some Alaska.
Some Yellowstone.
Some Yellowstone or Yosemite.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yosemite already, don't they show that in Soarin' Across America? What's it called?
Soarin' over California?
Over California, yes.
Maybe. What about New York City?
Yeah, for
Or
sure,
Washington,
New York
D.C.?
City. Yeah. A little crooked Washington monument.
Mm-hmm. What about I don't know.
And then are they going to, for the version in Florida, will they end at Florida? And for the version in
For
California,
sure.
they'll end at California?
For sure. I think they'll
Okay.
keep their same ending. Well, they can't keep the same ending because the ending on the one right now is like circa 1973.
Right.
But maybe a new ending would be fun.
Yeah.
Epcot and Disney, the original Magic Kingdom at Disneyland.
You know what I'm really hoping? And it looks like Patrick is going to be back to be the MC for the ride
much older
still.
version of
right.
Patrick.
But I wish that they would bring in Sam the Eagle to be his co-host
About
for the
how
intro.
it's about how it's
all nations, but mostly America.
but mostly America. I saw a T-shirt that's that.
Uh-huh. I've
you-
seen it
Have you
before.
ordered from the Quirky Mouse?
Uh-uh.
I feel like you have. They have a potato.
I
Land
haven't,
T-shirt.
but I know of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw one on their website.
All I got
the
is
other day.
this lousy potato. I went to Potato Land and all I got was this lousy
Yes.
potato. I think that's the right one.
Yep, that's the one. And then they have the one that's a celebration of all nations, but mostly America.
Mostly America. I thought
Yeah.
about getting that for Heath, actually. Love me some Muppets.
I do too.
Speaking of Muppets, Rock and Roller Coaster is supposed to reopen next year.
Yes.
Right? In
Uh-huh.
2026. We
Yeah.
should probably plan a trip.
When does it close? Because
Oh, that's a good question.
that is on my agenda. Help
Isn't
me.
it already closed?
No.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Mm-mm. It closes next year.
Okay.
But I don't know when.
And how long the refurb is supposed to take?
Right.
Mhm.
But I'm going to have one day, well, not even a full day,
Yeah.
that I'm going to be at Walt Disney World.
And you're just going to park hop your little
I
butt
am.
off?
Well, I'm going to Magic Kingdom for Mickey's very Merry Christmas party
Uh-huh.
the night that I get there. So that'll be my Magic Kingdom time.
Yep.
And then the next morning, I think I'm going to head to Animal Kingdom because I'm there the week that the new Zootopia show premieres.
Fun.
So I'm going to try to go hit that. Maybe Kilimanjaro real quick because it's my favorite. And then I'm going to hop over to Hollywood Studios and try to ride Rock and Roller Coaster
'Kay.
one last time. You going to sing it?
One last time?
Yeah.
One last time. The one?
Not that one.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The George Washington one.
Oh, one last
That one.
time.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. It took a lot to get there. And then I think I'll
I'm
head
in
over
my,
to,
in my dance club moment, apparently, not my Hamilton moment.
and then I'll hop over to Epcot and do some food and wine, living with the land guardians, and then I come home. Do you want to know something? Side note, thank goodness for Instagram, and thank goodness for QS Trips on Instagram, because he shared a reel last night that reminded me that you can check your bags for Southwest flights at some of the
Oh,
resorts.
From the value ones only, though,
Yes,
right?
and I'm staying at Pop.
Oh, perfect.
And I was like kind of trying to figure out how my day's going to go because I want to hit these parks. And I'm staying at Pop so I can take the Skyliner back from Epcot, no problem. But then then when he shared this, I remembered I can just check my bag in the morning for my flight.
Perfect.
And then I can just leave straight from Epcot.
You can just meet your bag back in Boise.
I know.
That's amazing.
I'm kind
How
of
fun.
excited to try
Okay,
it.
Cool.
So I have some new things happening when I go, and I'm excited to
Hopefully
try them.
They roll that out to the other resorts soon. That would
I know.
be really nice.
It's interesting to me that they started it at value,
Yeah.
but oh well, I benefit.
I guess you got to throw value a bone every once in a while, right?
Yes. Okay, so anyway, any other amazing spots that we can... Vegas. Vegas will be on there.
Oh, probably. I'm trying to think what you show in the Midwest besides the Arch.
Football?
Yeah.
Cornfields?
The Mississippi River with a riverboat on it?
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wonder. Tell us the things that you guys think are going to be on this soaring across America.
The Oregon coast.
The Oregon coast.
Your favorite spot on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Love it.
So Sleeping Beauty Castle, we talked about last week, had a little snowstorm hit it. And one of our listeners reached out and said she knew why. It was so early.
She said she was screaming at the podcast.
Yes.
She was there last year for it.
Oh, I see.
Yes, she was there for it last year.
But anyway, they filmed their little holiday special early.
Yeah.
And we need to join D23 because they invited their members to come to a special taping of the holiday special.
Oh, really?
Wait, I sent this to you, remember?
Yes, you did. You told me we needed to join D23.
So I guess they're getting the castle ready for that. I think that's this week. It might be today or tomorrow.
Okay.
That they film it. And it's overnight. So you show up at the park at night. There's a little snack involved and drinks.
That's really fun.
So fun. But it says in the disclaimer, you have to be willing to be up all night. And
I'm willing.
And be high energy.
I'm willing. I'm ready.
I'm guessing they're handing out lots of coffee.
Would we have gone?
Maybe.
Would we have made that happen?
I don't know. I think it sounds really fun.
I do too.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. I'm in. Let's be D23 members.
Okay.
Now just to pick the membership. Have you looked at the memberships of D23?
Uh-uh.
Oh. I can't choose which one is most enticing to me.
Got it. No, I haven't looked at them. Starbucks got a little new zhuzh in Disneyland, which makes me kind of want to go in there. I never go in there just because it's always crowded and busy and long lines. But Disneyland Starbucks gets new displays full of references to movies and attractions. So it's got like this cute little glass enclosed bookshelf with just like little references to Disney movies and stuff. It's very cute.
Cute but weird.
We should go check it out.
Sometimes I look at these things and I wonder to myself why. Like, what was the reason behind that? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. And did Starbucks pay for that or Disney?
And also, like, who sat and said, you know what needs to happen at the park? We need this little bookshelf at the market house that has these books. Like,
yeah, and how long has it been in the works? And what Imagineers did they pull away from something else?
And
to
I
work
always
on this?
imagine everything takes a boardroom and approval for everything. And so, how did this start? Like conception to approval to, because it just seems so random. You know, I don't know. Whatever. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, and that is okay.
Here's another thing that doesn't really make sense. They closed Sip and Sonder, and they're going to rename it. Did they give what they're going to rename it?
No, but it seems as though it's like the new. It seems as though it's just now part of Parkside Market. Like that Parkside Market has just absorbed it.
Got it.
But makes me sad.
New name, new signage.
The owners that were there before.
Parkside Market Coffee is what it's called now.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
Well, and it's been there. I mean, it's been there. And it's the menu items. Some of the menu items are the same. They didn't change the entire menu. But, I mean, that's another option in the morning to grab your drink on your way into the park.
Yep.
But it's been there the whole time, and it makes me sad that it didn't stay Sip and Sonder.
Right.
Because it was privately owned.
Yeah.
And that makes me a little sad for them, but...
Hopefully it'll do better now that it has a new name, a new boring name.
Did you also see about the drones?
Yes.
What does this mean? Okay, guys,
what does it all mean?
There have been drones spotted above Disney Ranch in California.
And they're very cool.
And the pictures that I saw online, one was a stingray, I think, and one was Mickey Sorcerer hat. Are we getting a drone show?
I hope so.
When? For the 250th?
Maybe. For America.
Maybe. That might be.
America.
Yes. Well, and that looks to me like a stingray. I'm pretty sure that's a stingray.
And that would be from Moana, you think?
Or Nemo.
Or Nemo.
At first when I saw it, I was like, is it a bird of some sort? I wonder if it was an eagle.
Ooh.
That turned into a stingray.
Maybe.
Because if it was an eagle, that would tell me for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what else we need in Soaring Across America? Some Hawaii.
Oh, for sure. For sure, some Hawaii.
Okay, I think that's it for news.
Yeah.
I mean, there's little things happening here and there with the construction progress in Avengers Campus. Tortilla Joe's, the new steakhouse, is coming right along. And the top of Casey Jr., That structure can be seen right now. Like they revealed the top of it, so it's getting closer.
Is it? But it's still. I was just looking at the closure map or the park hours, and
Still showing closed.
yes,
out
the
to
park.
December.
The park menu or
Park menu.
The park hours go out to December 4th currently, and on December 4th we still have Big Thunder Mountain, Casey Jr. and Storybook Land canal boats under refurb. So yeah, still nothing, but. They kind of pulled a slick one last week at Walt Disney World at Epcot. They opened Spaceship Earth like a week earlier than they had announced. And Disneyland has done that in the past where they've had something on the refurb calendar indefinitely and then all of a sudden one day it opens. So who knows? We'll see. We'll keep you posted.
Okay. I think that's it though.
Okay. Thinking about a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World? It sounds magical, but planning it can feel like juggling churros, lightning lanes, and parade times all at once.
That's why we love Mouse World Travel. We're experts in Disney vacations and know all the ins and outs of both coasts, whether you want to stroll down Main Street USA in California or explore all 4 parks in Florida.
We'll help you choose the perfect resort, grab those hard-to-get dining reservations, and make sure you don't miss the best rides and shows.
And here's the best part. You get a personal Disney planner in your back pocket.
So whether you're dreaming of Dole Whip by Sleeping Beauty Castle or fireworks over Cinderella Castle,
Mouse World Travel makes it simple, stress-free, and full of pixie dust.
Visit mouseworldtravel.com today and let the magic begin. So we did a rope drop episode.
Yeah.
Now we want to do a park hopping episode.
Do you know our name?
I'm Erin.
I'm Katie, and we're rope dropping and park hopping.
Yeah, so we want to talk a little bit about park hopping, if it's necessary, when we recommend it, how to utilize it the best way possible.
Yep. And we've done it both ways. We have done 1 park per day. I personally prefer park hopper if you can swing it.
I do too. But it takes time. And I feel like when we do 1 park per day, we probably get more done, like...
It's easier to focus in on that park.
Yeah.
But...
It also feels more relaxed to me when we don't park hop.
Sure. The advantage of park hopping is you can be way more strategic with your lightning lanes. So we'll talk a little bit more about that too as we go.
And the other advantage to park hopping, know when you're going. If you're going, so right now, I see a lot of comments. We're pretty active on Disney forums and whatever, and I see a lot of people who, even still, all these years in and getting right up close to their trip, they're like, wait, we're going to California Adventure tomorrow, and it looks like they close early. Why are they closing early? Well, it's because there's an Oogie Boogie Bash. And so make sure you know when you're going. And in those situations, it might be smart to have a park hopper because those days when there's an event at one of the parks that closes the park down early, that park tends to be pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Or quieter.
Yes.
Not quiet, but quieter than typical because the 1 park per day people are avoiding it.
Right.
They don't want to get kicked out early. So having a hopper is beneficial because then you can go over to the other park afterwards. Anyway. Just know when you're going.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your seasons.
Yep. And then just a little reminder that park hopping currently cannot happen until 11 a.m. So you start at whatever park you have reservations for that day, and then it's starting at 11 a.m. And the lines do tend to get a little backed up right at 11, so be prepared for that. You can always wait until like 11:30, and then they're cleared out.
Yeah. So my favorite way to park hop, if you're going to do it, well, let's talk about is it necessary first. Let's address that. You prefer park hopping. I prefer park hopping too.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to go, my recommendation typically for clients who are asking is a 3-day ticket minimum with 2 days at Disneyland and 1 day at California Adventure. If you're not hopping.
Right.
Do you agree?
Yes, I would say yes, you can do California Adventure in 1 day for sure.
If you're focused on it, if you're sticking to it and not. And park hoppers, the price just went up. It changes depending on how many days you're in the parks, but it's like $75 plus to add that to your ticket.
It used to be, ticket. Yes, and it used to be for the length of the ticket, it was the same price no matter how many days you had, and that's not the case anymore. So.
And it's marginal. I mean, the difference between adding a park hopper to a 1-day ticket versus adding a park hopper to a 5-day ticket is pretty marginal. But something to keep in mind, and a lot of people think this, if you're going for a multi-day trip and you want to add a hopper for just your last day, you can't do that.
No.
It is for the entirety of your ticket.
Yep.
So if you're going to be there for 3 days, you're getting 3 days of hoppers for the same price. It's not a per day price.
Right.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people get confused by that.
I think so too. So let's talk a little bit about lightning lanes and what your strategy can be if you are park hopping.
Okay.
We talked about this a little bit last week, how we don't recommend pulling lightning lanes first thing in the morning because wait times are still low and lightning lane return times are going to be immediate as soon as the park opens, with the exception of a handful of rides that start to get pushed out during those first few hours. What you can do strategy-wise is start booking some lightning lanes for the park that you're currently in for return times that are before the 11 a.m. hop time. Or you can hold off a little bit and start pulling return times for lightning lanes in the opposite park that you started in.
After
11 a.m. And it will not let you book lightning lanes. For instance, if you start in Disneyland, it will not let you book lightning lanes for California Adventure before 11 a.m. The system knows it's watching you.
It does.
Plus, you don't want them. You can't use them because you can't
Something
get
else
in.
that I just learned this last week, I didn't realize this, and I tried it. If you are, even if you have a park hopper, if you have a lightning lane for, say, Space Mountain, and you have decided, you know what, I don't want to use that lightning lane. I want to head over to California Adventure and do something there. You cannot modify it to a California Adventure.
Yes. If you have one pulled for one park, modifying only works within that same park.
Which is interesting, and I don't think I knew that. I was like, wait, what?
I bet you do. I bet back in the back of your mind you remember that because it's been that way for a long time. But
My mind doesn't work like it used to, so that wouldn't be surprising.
because we always recommend modifying when possible, I would still
Stick with it.
modify it to that same park and just modify it for way later in the evening. Like just keep modifying that one back and then pull a new one for your next park.
Yeah. Yep, you might have to wait. But yeah, and honestly, a nice way to handle this is we recommend rope dropping, taking a break in the middle of the day and then coming back to the park. That's a great time for you to start working your evening in the other park and then leave your first park, go back to the hotel, take a nap, and then head to your second park.
Yeah.
You don't have to hop back and forth. We do.
Yes.
We go back
We
and
have.
forth all the time. I keep asking Disney to please give us some form of transportation to get between the two parks because all that walking.
Right. Well, and I was just going to say at Disneyland, it is so easy to park hop.
Oh, it totally
is. Literally a 1.5 minute walk across that esplanade, but it is extra steps.
You know when the perfect time to ride Incredicoaster is? When you're standing at the back of Disneyland
When
by
you're
It's
a
a
Mickey
Small
and Minnie's
World.
Runaway Railway.
Yeah, because I'll stand there and be like, you know what we should go do? Let's go do Incredicoaster.
Or Incredicoaster has a 5-minute wait. Let's go. By the time you get there, it's not 5 minutes anymore, but that's fine.
I wish that they had some sort of Skyliner situation.
That would be fun.
It would be
Sky
super
buckets.
fun. Yeah,
Would
to
love
get
it.
us back and forth between the two parks. It is an easy walk.
Yes.
If you're used to Walt
Thank
Disney
goodness.
World, it is nothing like that.
Right.
It's a very easy walk. I'm being funny.
I know. Yeah, and that's the reason I love park hopping there is just because it is so easy that it's really fun to be able to look at the app and say, this ride is, or everything looks quieter over there, let's head over there.
Which is another reason I like to do it at Disneyland. It's a little bit more novel. I don't think you need it at Walt Disney World. I think
No.
it's super easy to pick one park per day there and focus on it.
Plus, it's exhausting to park hop at Disney World.
It really is. After I just talked about how I'm park hopping at Disney World
But
next
you only have
month,
one day, so
I know,
it's necessary.
I know. But if you're spending more than one day there, no problem. And again, at Disneyland, you don't need it, but it's so convenient. And also, like, do you know when the best time to have quesabirria tacos at Cocina Cucamonga is?
11 a.m.
No, anytime. The answer is always.
Always, yes.
But when you're in Galaxy's Edge, that's when you get the hankering
True.
for them. And so I really love the flexibility of deciding where I want to go for dinner anywhere within the Disneyland resort.
Yes.
Deciding what show I want to see, what parade I want to see. I like that flexibility. And the Disneyland resort is so small, it's easy
Right.
to do.
And being able to see as much nighttime entertainment as you want to, right? It's not always possible to see all of the nighttime entertainment in one night, but you can at least pick one or two things to go to, and it doesn't have to be in the same park.
Nope.
And just a little reminder that mobile order works no matter where you are. So
I can mobile order from here right now if I
Yep.
wanted to.
So you don't have to be checked into the park that you're mobile ordering at.
Nope.
Just a little reminder there. Another thing to note is that sometimes, let's say, for instance, you decided to sleep in and you have a Disneyland reservation that morning and you don't show up to the gates until about 11 and you think, well, maybe we'll just start at California Adventure. You have to check into your reserved park first before you can hop. And there is kind of it's an unspoken time limit. And I don't know what it's like 15 minutes or something like that.
30.
30?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know the answer to it.
So if you are doing that, go in and ride a ride. Go in and grab something to eat or something before hopping to the other park.
And I mean, I think they will still let you in, but they flag you and make you talk to a cast member and read you your rights and all of that before they'll let you in.
They pat you down.
Yeah, it's just easier to go check into your reserved park first, hang out for a minute, and then hop.
Totally. Okay, and then stacking lightning lanes. So when you start pulling for whatever, whether you're pulling for the park that you're in or pulling for the park that you're not in, we've talked before about modifying lightning lanes. Never, ever, ever cancel. Always modify. This is great for park hopping as well, because if you take that midday break when you go back to your room and have that rest, you can be pulling lightning lanes to stack up your evening.
Yes, once you are checked into a park, you can start pulling lightning lanes, and then you can you could fly back home and keep pulling lightning lanes that day if you wanted to.
That's right.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. Just to make sure nobody else can get them.
Right. Stingy.
But if you're in your room, start grabbing them. You can grab them every 2 hours, and you can modify them back and keep modifying them back later and later until you have a nice stacked evening at your second park.
Which is really fun sometimes. You go back around 4 p.m. and just ride after ride with lightning lanes and not wait in any lines.
Have you done that before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. What else?
Yeah,
Park hopping's not as hard to talk about. It's kind of more the weighing the factors. So if you're on a budget,
not necessary.
Not necessary. If it's a splurge that you're willing to make. Also, I have clients who will often ask, if I'm going to spend the money, would I be better suited spending the money on a hopper or lightning lane?
Lightning lane, I would say.
I would
for
say
sure.
lightning lane as well.
If you have to choose.
Yeah. But if you can do both, hoppers are really great, really convenient.
Yep. And the nice thing about having a hopper too is if you have 1 park per day tickets and you're doing 1 day at California Adventure and 2 at Disneyland, you might get to that 3rd day at Disneyland and be like, oh, I really wish that we could ride Guardians just one more time before we go, or Incredicoaster or whatever.
Which is what always gets me to book the hopper.
Right.
Always.
Right.
Guardians. One last ride.
One last ride.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Small clap. That is really, though, what does it for me is just that one, even if I'm at the other park, just that one, that FOMO.
Yep.
That fear of
That'll
missing
do
that
it.
one last, what if my favorite attraction is at the other park that I don't have 2 days at? And I want to just go see it one more time.
All right. And since we talked about how to have a magical morning last week, let's talk about how to have a magical evening this week, how to close out the parks.
Because not everybody is a rope dropper.
Right.
You should be.
And I mean, we are rope droppers and park closers most of the time.
Yes.
But sometimes you got to choose one or the other if you have small kids or if you're tired like Erin is right now.
I'm yawning.
She had a big yawn.
I don't think it ever made it all the way out even. So I started laughing.
Right. The first 2 hours of the day and the last 2 hours of the day are kind of similar in the fact that the crowds are a little bit lower. Lines are going to be a little bit quieter.
Once the fireworks happen, there's going to be a mass exodus.
Mass exodus.
Pretty much everybody on Main Street is going to turn around and exit the park and take their kids back, their sleeping children, back to the hotel room.
Here's a little bonus tip. Don't be around Main Street at about 10 p.m. Be away from Main Street.
Terrible idea. If you don't care about fireworks, and if you do care about fireworks,
watch them from Galaxy's Edge.
yes, there are other places to watch them. If you don't care about fireworks, it's a good time to go get some attractions done. Pirates of the Caribbean will have no wait at all.
Big Thunder Mountain's a really fun one to ride if you can time it during the fireworks. That's one of my favorite things to do.
I've never done it, although we rode Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The one time?
Yes.
And we had like the finale
Yes.
as
We
we
had,
came
like, 3
up the
fireworks.
hill. Yeah, which was great.
It was.
I
It was
wish
fun.
we had timed it just a tiny bit. We tried. The
We
cast
did.
member told us no.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
Yes, they said it was closed during fireworks.
It was closed. And he's
Liar.
like, go watch the fireworks. And we're like, no, we don't want to watch the fireworks. We want to ride the ride.
He must get a commission from the fireworks.
Probably. Yeah. You don't pay extra for fireworks. But yeah.
So stay away from Main Street unless you are totally wanting to watch the fireworks from Main Street, which is also a fun experience. But if your goal is to ride a bunch of rides at the end of the night, be somewhere else around 10 p.m.
Not Fantasyland. That will be closed.
Right.
And Toontown will be closed. So, well, most of Fantasyland. That little nook behind the castle, that part of Fantasyland will be closed. You could still go ride Storybook Land canal boats if they were open, or It's a Small World or Matterhorn. Those are going to be available to you during the fireworks.
Sometimes Alice is open, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Like, I've had different experiences with that one. I can never tell whether it's closed for fireworks or just closed for being closed.
Yep. Here's a trivia question from the other night. How many teacups are on the Mad Tea Party attraction?
Do you want me to answer? I remember.
I remember too. But let's have everyone shout it out to their whatever their listening device is.
We'll pause. Here's a little hint. If you need a hint, there are 3 turntables with a certain number of teacups on each turntable.
And if you just said 15, you're wrong. 18.
One more than that.
18.
Yes.
So 18 teacups on Mad Tea Party. There, that was one of our trivia questions for the other night. See how fun we are on our Patreon?
So fun.
That was the funnest question.
Yes. One thing I'm sure we've talked about here a ton is that you can get in line for any attraction at 11:59 or 10:59 or whenever the park closes. And
well, not any attraction.
Right.
We'll talk about
any
that.
attraction that's open.
Yes.
As long as you're in line by 59 past the hour, you are allowed to get on that ride.
And a quick way to check this, and I'll tell you where it's going to be most important for you here in just a second, but if you go into the app and you're on the map and you click on the wait time bubble on the map, it'll give you all of that attractions information, including operating hours. The biggest one that this is going to apply to that people are going to care about the most is Rise of the Resistance. Yep. Rise of the Resistance tends to close 1 to 2 hours before the park closes overall.
Right.
So don't save that for the very end.
Yeah, I think the reason for that is it needs more maintenance overnight than most other rides do because it's so high tech. So they need more off hours for it to get it ready for the next day.
But the same rule applies, even if it does close early. So I'll look at it for today. For today's hours, it is... Incidentally, it only has a 30-minute wait right now.
Wow.
It's 9:01.
It's exciting.
That's not bad. So today, it closes at 10 p.m. And if you are in line by 9:59, as long as it doesn't break down, you're going to be able to ride it.
And there will be cast members gatekeeping. So it's not like you get to say, I was in line by 9:59. If you don't get past those gatekeeping cast members by 9:59, you're
not riding.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Okay. What else can we talk about in the last 2 hours? Lots of food things tend to close before park closing. So keep that in mind when you are planning out your evening snacks.
And those gatekeepers can be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
We tried to get pot roast one night when Plaza Inn closed at 9 p.m. And my little shins hurt so bad from running across the park to get my pot roast. And we were there at like 8:57 and they wouldn't let us in.
Yeah.
So, your mileage is going to vary.
Different.
Yes. Snack carts are tending to be open later.
Yes.
And then
you can mobile order for later in the evening.
Yes. And again, hours are going to be available in the app. So you can always check hours to see if the place you want to eat at is open until the end of the night. I would not waste my time eating at the end of the night for several reasons.
We have before, though.
We have. We can grab a corn dog on the way out.
Yeah. Or a toasted cheese and tomato soup while we sit and look at the castle.
For a couple reasons, though. Heartburn.
Yes, eating that late is hard. Yes. Bring your Prilosec.
Saddest thing ever about getting older, guys. Anyone that's out there with your youth still listening, congrats to you for not having heartburn.
Hot chocolate is always fun at night, too.
Hot chocolate is always fun at night. I don't get heartburn from hot chocolate. Like I said, that mass exodus is going to happen right after the fireworks, and then that last hour to 2 hours of the park being open. So right now, parks are closing at 11. So you've got about an hour and a half after the fireworks. Of course, some people are going to stay. You're still going to see some crowds, but it kind of just dwindles down to a ghost town.
Out. Yep. And then back to the Fantasyland thing. It does open back up eventually after the fireworks, and
Toontown.
Right. And most of the time, they will have some kind of a place where you can line up to head to Peter Pan. They have kind of a crowd that gathers right there at that rope behind the carousel. So just keep an eye out for that if Peter Pan is your main thing that you want to do in the last 2 hours of the park.
Entire episode of Is Peter Pan Worth It? And we should be like, did you debate in high school?
No.
I debated in high school. And we should each take a side and we should present if Peter Pan is worth it or not.
Yeah, but who has to take the worth it side?
That's how debate works.
I know.
Sometimes you have to debate the yes and sometimes you have to debate the no.
So I guess you guys know what our answer is then from that little conversation.
Is it worth it if it's your only trip or your first trip? For sure. Totally try to make it happen. Is it worth it if you've been before? I mean, you can decide that on your own, but No.
We could come up with some kind of a ranking system where we rate like different elements of the ride and then see how it all comes together.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. So that we don't have to pick sides.
Right. I pick a side already. I am committed to a side.
Even though that's the very first ride you ever went on and what made you
It's my nostalgia.
fall in love.
Yep. I still don't feel like it's totally worth it.
And then, I mean, between last week's episode and this week's episode, I feel like you have the perfect park day.
Yeah. It's Disneyland, and again, if you're a Walt Disney World person listening to this, Disneyland is just a lot easier. And I think that every time I'm helping a client with a Walt Disney World trip, I'm like, man, Disneyland is so much easier. From lightning lanes to rope dropping to park hopping for sure.
Right.
It's just so much easier.
It
than
is
Walt
easier
Disney World.
and just a way smaller footprint, but the same number of attractions.
More, I think. I think last time I heard
They have more.
it may be more. But
Well, there you go.
to be fair, Walt Disney World has added some. Maybe since
Yes.
then, and Disneyland hasn't. But
Maybe.
they're coming.
The only thing that I would say Disney World has an advantage for rope dropping wise is that if you're staying on property, everybody gets early entry.
Yes, not just
And
deluxe guests.
at Disneyland, nobody gets early entry starting in January. So that
But-
we'll give 1 point to Disney World for that one.
But you know what you do get? One lightning lane for your entire stay when you stay on property. It's the lamest thing
Per person.
ever.
Per
Per
transaction.
person.
I know.
Uh,
I still have mild hope
that something
that will
good will
evolve.
happen.
Yeah, that they're just holding off while they refurb Tomorrowland, and then they'll give us early entry back.
I don't know. I think you're awfully optimistic. Good for
I'm
you.
trying.
Good for you.
All right. Well, this is your weekly reminder to follow us on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop and on Facebook the same. And go join our fun discussion group, Rope Dropping and Park Hopping.
And if you have not already subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe. Leave us a rating, leave us a review. We've gotten a couple of reviews in the past couple of days. One made me laugh, and I had to actually go listen to the episode to hear what she was talking about because I didn't remember. But she said that she laughed so hard when we were talking about the Rapture and wondering if the Rapture adhered to time zones.
Yes.
We'll never know. I mean, at least not last month.
Not yet.
We didn't
Yes.
find out.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
Someday we'll be able to report on it, but not yet.
Yeah. Because I don't think Aaron and I are getting raptured, so we'll report. We'll let you know as people start disappearing.
We'll be like, what's a Caesar? We just got done watching the Hunger Games at my house.
Caesar Flickerman.
Yeah, we'll be Caesar Flickerman.
Okay,
We'll be the
sounds
ones that
good.
come on and tell you all about it.
Okay. You got to wear a little ponytail with a bow. I'll put on
Yes.
big eyelashes.
Okay,
I'll
I
be-
like it. And I'll
be
dye my
Effie.
hair blue.
Okay, sounds good.
And then join us on the Patreon.
Yes,
we have
please.
fun times
oh
over
my
there.
gosh, so much fun. Best group of people
Seriously.
ever.
Yes, and it was so much fun this week. That trivia night was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And there were prizes. Well, there will be prizes. I haven't gotten them yet, but there will be prizes.
Yes. So fun.
Super fun.
Okay. All right.
It's okay not to be perfect with finances. Experian is your big financial friend and here to help. Did you know you can get matched with credit cards on the app? Some cards are labeled no ding decline, which means if you're not approved, they won't hurt your credit scores. Download the Experian app for free today. Applying for no ding decline cards won't hurt your credit scores if you aren't initially approved. Initial approval will result in a hard inquiry, which may impact your credit scores.
School of Rock is so much more than a music school. It's a place to shine. In an independent study commissioned by School of Rock, 96.2% of parents noticed a boost in their child's self-confidence since joining our programs. Our students gain far more than music skills. By playing in a band, they grow into leaders and develop self-confidence that extends beyond the lesson room. Learn more at schoolofrock.com/signup.
Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.